One of the biggest things we need more transparency around when moving abroad is cost of living and daily expenses. And one big expense that I guarantee you everybody thinks about on a daily basis, whether you are planning your budget for the month or planning to move to a new city or a new country, is groceries. And as we know, in the US, the price you pay for groceries really runs the gamut. You can go to super bougie grocery stores like Whole Foods, or you can go to lower budget grocery stores. We also have wholesale grocery stores like Costco. And one big thing we get asked about all the time when it comes to moving abroad is how much groceries are going to cost you. And as in the US, grocery stores are really going to range in price depending on where you shop, what products you're buying, and also what country or city you're living in. So it's hard to pinpoint a definitive answer as to how much you can expect to pay for groceries in Europe, but I can give you a little insight into how much I spend. I personally live in Rome, Italy, and today I am going to be breaking down what you can get with 80 euros in Rome for 2 people. And hopefully this can help you gauge how much you can expect to pay for groceries in Italy. I just did my grocery haul, so let's dive into it. And I have all the prices pulled up on a Google Doc on my computer so that I will be sure to get all of them correctly. And just for a little context, the grocery store I went to in Italy is called Esse Lunga. It's definitely one of the more pricey grocery stores in Italy, but it is still so much more affordable than the US, as you're going to see. And quick introduction for those of you who don't know me yet. Hi, my name is Emily. I'm your study abroad bestie with Beyond the States. And we're here to break down all the details when it comes to moving abroad as an American, all the way from cost of living to finding a study program in English abroad. First, we're going to start off with fruit and vegetables. This cucumber was €1.28. These cherry tomatoes, as you can see, were discounted. These are 500 grams of cherry tomatoes at €2.98. Now this salad, I honestly don't know why I bought it because it's a little bit on the pricey side at only 150 grams. It is €2.38. Then we have 500 grams of purple carrots for 98 cents. Then I paid €1.79 for this pack of 2 cauliflowers. And for these 4 zucchinis, I paid €1.98. Now this one I'm super excited about because I absolutely love pak choi, but it can be a little bit difficult to find it at grocery stores in Italy. But luckily, the one I went to finally started selling it. And I thought it was gonna be super expensive because it is an imported product, but it only cost me €1.98 for this package. And I found even more interesting items. I absolutely love oyster mushrooms. They're probably one of my favorite mushrooms. And I noticed recently grocery stores in Italy have been carrying them, which I have also been really excited about. And this 300 gram pack cost me €2.28. Moving on, I also got this package of sweet potatoes for €2.08. And I also got this 2-kilo bag of normal potatoes, and this cost me €1.96. Now moving on to fruit, I didn't get a ton of fruit because I feel like Italians eat more seasonally. So as we're approaching fall and winter, there isn't as much selection in the grocery stores when it comes to fruit as there is in summer and spring. But I did get this entire bag of Gala apples for €1.96 and this pack of 5 bananas for €1.98. Now moving on to meat, I personally don't eat meat, but my husband got these chicken cutlets from the grocery store. These were discounted, as you can see here, so they were €3.35. And we also got this filleted chicken breast for €4.06. Now moving on to milk and dairy, one thing I absolutely love is cottage cheese. In Italy, unfortunately, they only sell cottage cheese in these smaller portions, unlike in the US where you can get a giant tub of cottage cheese. But that's all right because I just adapted and started buying more cottage cheese. So these 4 cottage cheese packets were €6 in total. Now we bought this tiny bottle of milk because we already had some but just needed a bit more, and this bottle was 85 cents. And even though in Italy they sell cottage cheese in smaller packets, at least they sell Greek yogurt by the kilo, which I'm super thankful for. This entire kilo of Greek yogurt cost us €4.49. Now, one thing I love about Italy is the quality of the eggs. In Italy, they have much stricter laws and regulations revolving around the treatment of animals in the egg and dairy industry. The products are just so much fresher. These eggs, for example, are free-range eggs, and when you crack the eggs, the yolk is actually orange, like a vibrant orange, instead of like the pale, sickly yellow you see in American eggs. Eggs here cost €3.38. Now moving on, this package of cream cheese, it's not name brand, but it's good quality. It was 99 cents. And we also got some more cheese. Each packet was €1.29. Now, one thing I mentioned earlier is that I don't eat meat, so I'm gonna show you some of the vegetarian products I love to buy in Italy. This package of tofu was discounted to €1.94. Of course, I have to buy my Beyond Meat, which I will be honest, this is a luxury for me. Beyond Meat is super expensive. I'm not sure about how much it costs in the US, but in Italy at least, it is a pretty penny. This small package of Beyond Minced Meat cost me €5. And yes, this is one of the pricier brands in Italy, but you can get much more affordable vegetarian options, which I typically do. I just like to implement that with some Beyond Meat options because it's just my favorite vegetarian meat alternative. Now moving on, we got 2 kilos of basmati rice for €4.49. We also got lots of pasta, of course, because we're in Italy. We got 4 packages of different pastas, and each of these cost only 74 cents. They were on sale, which is crazy because this is also a really good brand of pasta. Now, since soup season is approaching, we had to buy some vegetable broth. This one was €1.69. And lastly, something a little bit different, but something you still include in your groceries, of course, is hygiene products. We were out of deodorant, so we got these 2 spray deodorants, and these were €2.24 each. And once again, this all came out to a grand total of €80. And I hope this helped give you a good gauge as to how much things cost in Italy when it comes to dairy, when it comes to pasta, fruit and vegetables, meat, and even vegetarian products. Let us know down in the comments below how much you typically spend on groceries per week or even per month. And let me know if in your country or city it is more expensive or cheaper than in Rome, Italy. And if you like this video, then make sure to subscribe below so you do not miss any of our content. And if you are also considering moving to Europe but don't know where to start and are feeling a bit lost, then check out our services at Beyond the States because we help Americans relocate to Europe, especially to pursue study programs. If you check out the link in bio, you can book a free 15-minute strategy call on us. Make sure to check it out, and we will see you in the next video. Ciao for now.